Hi everyone, welcome to Business English Podcast. I'm Tom.
I'm Mary.
Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt stuck when you try to speak English at work? Or wondered how to unlock bigger opportunities worldwide? Today we've got some great tips to help you out.
Exactly. We're going to talk about enhancing your career by leveraging English. You see, English can open doors, connect you with global networks, and boost your confidence in ways you might not imagine.
Basically, this podcast will show how to speak effectively in meetings, handle emails like a pro, and navigate cross-cultural conversations. It's all about real-world English and practical insights to give you a real career edge.
All right, we've got 5 segments today. Introduction, the main topic, practical tips, an English lesson, and finally our closing. Each part is designed to keep you motivated and help you learn efficiently.
So even if you're new to business English or you feel a bit rusty, stay with us. We'll guide you step by step. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more episodes. Today's topic is all about grabbing a global career. People everywhere want to expand their horizons and, well, English plays a massive role. Actually, big companies often prioritize candidates who communicate confidently across cultures. That's where language skills really matter.
So true. In recent years, we've seen more international projects and remote teamwork than ever. Even if you're not moving abroad, global collaboration is everywhere. You see, the demand for versatile English speakers is soaring in almost every industry.
Exactly. By the way, many corporations see English as the standard language for email and presentations. They want employees who can adapt quickly to different communication styles. This is where harnessing English can open doors you didn't even know existed.
Well, it's also about confidence, right? When you feel comfortable speaking up in English, you can pitch ideas, handle negotiations, or just chat with colleagues from different backgrounds. In many ways, that confidence propels your career to the next level.
Absolutely. If we look at global job boards, we'll see positions requiring English proficiency for roles in marketing, sales, technology, and more. Companies want team members who can connect with international clients. That's where your career can really take off.
I mean, it's not just about applying for English-speaking jobs. Sometimes you might be in a local company that partners with foreign businesses. If you can handle calls or presentations, you suddenly become a valuable asset for your employer.
Exactly. A friend of mine started as a junior analyst in a small firm. He decided to polish his business English for client meetings. Eventually, he traveled abroad, led presentations, and even negotiated deals. His career skyrocketed.
That's inspiring. You know, many professionals learn to lead virtual teams. They use English in conference calls and updates. Suddenly, they're directing international staff, discussing market trends globally, and building strong, multicultural relationships. It's powerful.
Definitely. Let's also consider that many startups go global from day one thanks to e-commerce and social media. If they target international clients, English is their lifeblood. Being able to pivot your language skills for diverse markets is an advantage.
And, well, it's not just about speaking. Writing skills matter too. For example, emails, reports, or product descriptions can make or break deals. If your writing is unclear, you might lose clients. Strong English can attract global partners and customers.
I mean, just think about LinkedIn profiles. Employers from around the globe might visit your page. If you can present your achievements in polished English, you look prepared for international roles. It's your first handshake with potential partners or recruiters.
Yes, that's a great point. Employers notice how you communicate online. If you're aiming for a global career, your professional image should reflect that. Showcasing clear English skills can make you stand out among a sea of talented people.
Absolutely. Let's step back and see the big picture. We're discussing how English can enhance your career. It's not a bonus on your resume. It's the key to unlocking collaboration, leadership, and cross-cultural friendships in this connected world.
Yes, and there's an interesting trend. More non-native English speakers outnumber native speakers. That means real-life English is diverse. Accents and expressions differ. Understanding these nuances can help you connect with people from Brazil, India, Germany, and beyond. It's global.
Exactly. So if you're looking to stand out, being flexible with different accents and cultural expectations is priceless. Global business thrives on mutual understanding. People appreciate it when you make an effort to communicate, no matter where they come from.
That's right. It also helps break down stereotypes. When your English is functional and respectful, you can engage deeply with clients or colleagues from various regions. This fosters trust, which leads to better cooperation and stronger professional ties.
Absolutely. Let's shift gears and think about personal branding. When you share ideas in English on platforms like Twitter or YouTube, you can reach a worldwide audience. That exposure often translates into job offers or collaborative projects down the line.
Yes, exactly. Also, recruiters often scout social networks for potential hires. If they see you engaging in English, discussing industry trends, or interacting with international experts, they might consider you more seriously. It signals that you're ready for global challenges.
Totally. Another angle is professional events. Conferences often use English as the default language. If you can network easily, ask insightful questions, or speak on a panel, you'll make connections. Doors to partnerships, mentorships, and new job opportunities can open.
And let's not forget cross-cultural understanding. When you learn English, you often pick up cultural references from movies, news, and even jokes. It makes you more relatable in global contexts. That relatability can differentiate you during interviews or client meetings.
Right. If you want to build a global career, focusing on English is like investing in your future. It pays off through broader job options, higher salaries, and more exciting roles. That's why we're dedicating this podcast to the topic.
So we've explored the importance, touched on trends, and given a few examples. Let's go deeper into how English proficiency shapes your professional path. We'll share more examples and offer insights into the mindset needed for success in global business.
Exactly. Think about project management. When a team has members across continents, you need crisp English to coordinate tasks, manage time zones, and solve conflicts. If you can keep everyone on the same page, you quickly become a respected leader.
And in client-facing roles, like sales or consulting, fluency can seal the deal. You establish trust when you explain complex details without awkward pauses. People feel more comfortable buying a product or service if they understand it clearly in English.
Exactly. Another scenario is human resources. Hiring or training worldwide means dealing with backgrounds. Solid English helps you interview candidates, design training materials, or discuss policies with overseas offices. That skill set can make you indispensable in a global firm.
Yes, I've seen that in action. A friend in HR arranges onboarding for teams across Europe and Asia. She adapts her language style for clarity. People respect her ability to unify the process, making everyone feel included despite cultural differences.
Fantastic example. Let's point out that leveraging English can boost your reputation as a learner. Managers appreciate employees who invest in self-improvement. If you show initiative by practicing business idioms or perfecting email etiquette, it highlights your commitment to growth.
So true. That growth mindset is crucial. The workplace evolves, technology advances, and industries shift. Having the confidence to adapt your language means you're ready for change. That's why continuous learning, especially in English, is a powerful career strategy.
Exactly. Let's summarize. English amplifies your visibility, helps you build connections, and boosts credibility in the global market. It's not a language, but a core skill for professional success. We'll keep exploring how you can leverage it in your work.
Yes, let's move forward. Next, we'll share practical tips on how to practice English, build confidence, and integrate new vocabulary into your routine. We'll also show you strategies for thriving in a multilingual environment and advancing in your global career.
All right, let's talk practical tips. Many people ask how to study business English without getting overwhelmed. One good start is combining general English practice with a focus on workplace situations. You get comfortable with grammar, but also learn context-specific phrases.
Exactly. Reading business articles or watching short videos about marketing, finance, or tech can help. You learn relevant vocabulary and stay updated on industry news. That way, you'll have real examples to reference when you speak or write.
That's right. Another tip is role-playing business scenarios. For instance, simulate a meeting with friends or practice a sales pitch in front of a mirror. This builds your confidence and helps you apply new phrases in a natural, memorable way.
Yes, and if you work in a bilingual office, try switching to English during certain conversations. Ask colleagues if they're okay with that. Even short daily exchanges like, do we have time for a quick chat, can strengthen your speaking skills.
Definitely. Also, keep track of your written communication. If you send emails in English, maybe draft them first. Check grammar. Then compare your final version to a native level sample. That reflection process helps you spot recurring mistakes and refine your style.
You see, reading isn't just about textbooks. Check out LinkedIn posts, business forums, or reputable news sites. Skim headlines, notice how they phrase things, and pick up new terms. Over time, these sources will sharpen both your reading speed and your vocabulary.
Exactly. And don't forget listening skills. Podcasts like ours offer casual, real-life conversation. You can also watch interviews with CEOs or entrepreneurs who speak English. Focus on how they use intonation, and pause for emphasis. It's a great way to imitate natural speech.
Yes, that's a solid approach. Listening to various accents is also crucial. Try content from different regions. Because global business means interacting with people from all over. The more accents you recognize, the easier it is to adapt and respond confidently.
So true. Another practical tip is using apps or tools to record yourself. Maybe read an article aloud, then listen back. You might catch pronunciation issues, or notice if you sound monotone. Self-review helps you adjust your tempo and clarity.
All right, here's another one. Set measurable goals. Instead of saying, I want to improve my English, aim for specifics like, I'll learn 5 new business expressions a week, or I'll write an email in English daily. That keeps you accountable.
Exactly. And reward yourself for milestones. After 2 weeks of consistent practice, maybe treat yourself with something you enjoy. This positive reinforcement can keep you motivated. Otherwise, the learning process might feel too long and you could lose momentum.
Also, try to engage with communities online. Join a virtual group discussing your industry in English. Interacting in forums or Slack channels can give you real feedback on your language skills. That real-time correction is more valuable than any textbook.
It's also helpful to find a mentor or language partner. Someone you trust can point out subtle mistakes like word choice or tone. They can also help you practice role plays and offer cultural insights you won't find in books.
By the way, reading business case studies can also help. It's not just about language, it's about understanding how professionals think and solve problems. You'll pick up terms like ROI, benchmark, or scalability in a context that makes sense.
Yes, learning those key terms is important, but so is learning how to phrase polite requests or negotiate delicately. A big part of business communication is building relationships, so cultivate phrases like, would it be possible? Or, I'd appreciate your feedback.
And let's not skip writing practice. You might keep a journal in English about your work tasks or daily achievements. This forces you to articulate thoughts in English and might highlight gaps in vocabulary or sentence structure that you can fix.
Exactly. Another idea is watching business-related TV shows. Even something like Shark Tank or The Apprentice can give you a feel for pitches, negotiations, and professional banter. It's more informal, but you'll hear idiomatic expressions used in fast-paced business settings.
Yes, and you can pause to note interesting phrases like, let's cut to the chase, or what's your bottom line? Then try using them in your own conversations. Practicing these expressions can help you sound more natural in workplace chats.
Basically, consistency is key. A little study daily beats a big session once a month. Think of English like a muscle you're building. You want to train it regularly, whether that's reading a quick article or recording a short audio message.
So true. Also, don't fear mistakes. Making errors is part of the learning process. If someone corrects you, embrace it. That correction might help you avoid repeating the same mistake in an important meeting or official document later on.
Yes, mistakes can actually deepen your understanding if you handle them well. It's also good to note them in a small notebook or app. That way, you can review and focus your practice on specific weak points, like certain grammar rules.
And don't underestimate building a strong foundation. Grammar might feel boring, but it underpins clarity. If your sentences have consistent subject-verb agreement and correct tense usage, you'll sound more professional. So balance vocabulary acquisition with periodic grammar review for sure.
Exactly. Another pro tip, tailor your language to specific industries or clients. For example, if you're dealing with legal documents, you need certain terms. If you're in healthcare, you need a different set of expressions. Customize your learning to your field.
Right, and let's not forget time management. You might be busy, but 15 minutes of targeted listening practice or 10 minutes of reading an English article can do wonders. Break tasks into small chunks so they fit into your schedule easily.
Finally, keep it fun. Challenge yourself with real-world tasks, but also enjoy the process. Use music, watch motivational business speakers, or play language games. If your learning feels like a chore, it's hard to sustain, so spice it up whenever possible. Great, let's move to our English lesson. We noticed several words and phrases during our conversation. We'll break down 5 of them, explain the meaning, and give examples so you can use them confidently in your own business interactions.
Yes, that's a good plan. Let's start with to seal the deal. We used it when talking about negotiating or finalizing agreements. It basically means to confirm or conclude a transaction, contract, or arrangement successfully.
Exactly. For example, we sealed the deal after a long negotiation. Or, offering a discount helped seal the deal with that new client. It's commonly used in sales or partnership discussions to mean the agreement is locked in.
Yes, it's quite handy. Second term, pivot. We mentioned how startups pivot their language skills for diverse markets. Pivot means to change direction or strategy while still aiming for success. You'll hear it a lot in tech or startups.
For instance, our company pivoted from software services to app development. Or, we need to pivot our marketing campaign to reach a younger audience. It implies flexibility and adapting to new conditions without abandoning the core objective.
That's right. The third item is benchmark. We see it in case studies. Benchmark can mean a standard or point of reference for evaluating performance. Companies often benchmark their progress against industry leaders to see how they compare.
For example, we benchmarked our sales growth against top competitors. Or, this new software provides benchmarks for productivity. Essentially, you're measuring your results against a known standard to gauge success or identify improvement areas.
Exactly. Now the fourth expression, cut to the chase. It's an idiomatic way to say get to the point quickly. It comes from film terminology. But in business, it signals skipping small talk and focusing on the main issue.
Right, for example, we're short on time, so let's cut to the chase. Or, he always cuts to the chase in meetings. It's informal, but common in fast-paced environments where people want concise, direct communication.
Yes, definitely. Finally, our fifth phrase, bottom line. When someone asks for the bottom line, they want the essential point or the final outcome, often related to costs, profits, or the most critical result.
Exactly. What's the bottom line for this project? Might mean, how much will it cost or benefit us? Or you might hear, the bottom line is we need more staff. It highlights the fundamental truth or key takeaway.
So let's recap our 5 expressions. Seal the deal, pivot, benchmark, cut to the chase, and bottom line. Each adds flavor and precision to business conversations. Practice using them in sentences to get comfortable.
Also, remember context. Cut to the chase is somewhat informal. Benchmark is more formal. Pivot is often used in tech or startup contexts, and bottom line can work in various business scenarios, especially in final summaries or negotiations.
Yes, exactly. We encourage you to try these out in emails or meetings, but watch your tone. If you're in a very formal setting, you might choose to finalize instead of seal the deal, for instance.
Good point. It's also helpful to note synonyms or alternative phrases. That way, you can adapt your language to your audience. Building that flexibility is essential if you want to excel in international business.
Yes, and if you ever hear these terms from colleagues, you'll now understand them instantly. That understanding can boost your confidence and let you respond more effectively. It also shows that you're in tune with modern business language.
Exactly. Sometimes, missing these idioms can lead to confusion in meetings. People might say, we need to pivot, and you're left wondering. But now you'll know they mean a strategic shift. Keep learning these expressions to stay ahead.
And keep a small notebook for new terms. Whenever you come across an idiom or phrase you don't know, jot it down, look it up, then try it in a sentence. Repetition cements it in your memory.
Yes, and don't be afraid to ask for clarification if someone uses a phrase you've never heard. Most professionals are happy to explain. Plus, it shows you're proactive in improving your communication skills.
That wraps up our English lesson. We hope these explanations help you level up your vocabulary. Next, we'll do a quick closing, where we'll summarize today's points and share final thoughts on leveraging English for a global career.
All right, we covered a lot today. Why English matters for global careers, how it opens doors, practical ways to improve, and even new idioms. We want you to feel inspired to push your English skills further and aim for international success.
Yes, and we shared examples of how people used English to rise in their fields. We've explored trends like remote work and international collaboration, which make English more important than ever. It's all about being ready for those cross-border opportunities.
We also gave practical study tips, setting measurable goals, role-playing, checking grammar, and embracing mistakes. We emphasized consistency because steady progress beats random spurts of effort. Incorporate English into your daily routine and watch your confidence and fluency grow.
Exactly. And remember the 5 expressions we highlighted: seal the deal, pivot, benchmark, cut to the chase, and bottom line. Sprinkle them into your conversations when appropriate, or look for them in articles to reinforce your understanding.
Yes, those idioms can help you sound more natural. As we close, think about one action step you can take today. Maybe write an email in English, watch a business video, or note a new phrase. Start small, stay consistent.
And keep a positive mindset. Even if you make mistakes, every attempt is progress. Over time, you'll build a skill set that transcends borders and makes you a go-to person for global projects. That's the true power of business English.
Absolutely. We hope this podcast gives you the motivation to keep learning. If you found it helpful, please like this video. And if you want more episodes on business communication, global careers, and practical English tips, subscribe to our channel.
We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to comment with your favorite tip or phrase from today's episode. Sharing your thoughts not only helps others, but also reinforces your own learning. Let's build a supportive community together.
Yes, engagement is key. Also, let us know if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next time. Whether it's more negotiation tactics, networking strategies, or advanced vocabulary, we're here to help you excel in international settings.
That's it for now. Keep practicing and stay curious. We'll be back with more insights on business English and global career growth. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep aiming high in your professional journey.